Hey guys, it's Lord of Striking Thunder here, bringing you a very ever so rare Pokemon's battle. I actually used to play Pokemon way before I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh, and I know a lot of my old viewers like to watch Pokemon. So I had a battle from a long time ago. This is before the tiers were like really finalized. So some like Deoxys Speed is not Uber at this point; it's still OU. So I'm going to lead with my Infernape. He's going to lead with a Venomoth. And I'm going to Flare Blitz. I was pretty well aware that he had a Focus Sash on it because they all do. Although I wasn't expecting Psychic. I was kind of expecting him to just T-Spikes and I could just like, I don't know, go for another Flare Blitz or something. So I'm just going to go out into my Deoxys Speed. This is not your standard Spikes, whatever. This is Specs with max speed and max special attack. I think plus special attack nature. So I just Thunderbolt it and it dies. Unfortunately, I don't think this thing gets Flamethrower, and I don't run Hidden Power Fire. So I'm going to have to switch out and go into my Dragonite. When I'm just going to go for the Flamethrower. He wasn't expecting it, and it just one-shots it. Critical hit. Might have mattered. I don't know. I run max special attack investment. This is really bulky Dragonite with max special attack and HP. But he's going to go out into his Politoed after his Ferrothorn dies. I'm going to T-Wave it because T-Wave on Dragonite is really awesome because it's not that fast. And Parahax is always good. He's going to Encore me into it though, so I'm going to switch back out into my Deoxys Speed. Well, he's going to go for an Ice... Oh, no, not Ice Beam. Toxic. This actually does play a key factor later, I guess, because the residual damage, even though I'm not going to be staying in most of the time, it's still going to start to hurt. I'm going to go for a Spec Psycho boost with Stab, and it's going to wreck this thing's face like 30 times over. So he was like, what the fuck? And so I basically just own his Swampert. I had Energy Ball too, so like it wasn't a big deal, but I do have to switch out now as Skarm resists the Psychic move. I'm going to go out into my Empoleon, which is like one of the best special walls ever, in my opinion. It takes like Focus Blasts all day, so he's going to sub with his Skarm. This is Pokegum, and his Skarm is really annoying. So he's going to go for Spikes, and I'm just going to roar it out, because I don't want to really deal with that right now. I'm going to go for the Yawn now, just because I know like this thing does, like, it isn't affected by Toxic or Burn or anything. So I'm gonna try to get some sleep on it, and I take the Focus Blast like a champ because I know these things have really great like special attack. So I'm really happy with the amount of damage that I lived with that. I'm gonna go for my own Stealth Rocks, so I can just shuffle his team and get some residual damage using Stealth Rocks. He's gonna go for Scald. It is rain boosted, but it still does nothing. So I'm just going to roar him out again, get some more Stealth Rock damage, but I'm not going to be able to kill this thing with Stealth Rocks, obviously, because of Magic Guard. So I'm just going to switch him out, and I'm going to go out into my Dragonite again. Hopefully I'm going to try to get like a T-Wave on it. I know it's already slow, but the Parahax can be really helpful. So I go for the T-Wave, it hits. I'm obviously faster because those things are really slow. He could probably run max speed, and I would still be faster. So he's going to Calm Mind now, which, to be honest, I thought kind of was a mistake a little bit, because, I don't know, I actually T-Waved again, predicting him to switch, but I'm going to go out into my Jirachi. It's your standard, I think, Scarf with 3 attacking moves that hacks people to death with T-Wave support from Dragonite. So, I'm just going to go for the Iron Head. It's going to, well, it's going to do nothing, but I'm just going to Flinch Hacks him to death and Parahacks him, and that's basically what this thing does. He's just trying to get off something, but he keeps getting flinched. And to be honest, I don't even know what he would be able to hit me with that would kill, so maybe he's probably trying to go for a recover here. Even though he's not going to be able to, I'm going to hit him with another Iron Head, and he's going to go down to red. He flinches again, and I think I'm going to be able to take him out from this range, yeah. So that's a Reuniclus down, thank God, because those things are annoying, and I can't shuffle his team with Empoleon if he's got that guy. So he's going to go out into a Skarm again. I'm just going to Iron Head him, just trying to get like Flinch Hacks and stuff. Just because I'm locked onto Iron Head, and I don't really feel like switching. I mean, I know he's going to set up Spikes and junk, but he's going to do that anyway, so it's not really a big deal. I'm going to go out into Empoleon now, and I think I'm going to attempt to hit him with the Hydro Pump, but he goes for a sub. Because rain boosted Hydro Pump is going to be like really awesome. So he's going to go for the Roost now. This is the most annoying set ever. He just subs and roosts and whirlwinds when he still has his sub up and stuff. So I'm just going to go for the Hydro Pump. It'll definitely break his sub for sure, because Rain Boost did stab. And I don't think I'm quite in Torrent range yet, but even with no special attack investment, that's still going to do a hell of a chunk of damage onto his Skarmory. So I'm just going to, he roars me out, or whatever, whirlwinds. He can run either, I guess. But it's going to whirlwind me out into Dragonite, which is fine because I have Flamethrower. Even though it's going to be hit by the rain, it still does at least neutral damage, and its special attack is bad. But he's just going to switch out into Politoed, predicting the fire move. And oh god, Politoed. I hate this Pokemon. The only reason people use it nowadays in OU is because Drizzle, and Drizzle is dumb. So I'm just going to hit it with a Dragon Pulse. I don't know why. I kind of expected it to do more, although I'm sure this thing is like super uber special bulky. I'm still glad I outspeed though. Well, obviously he's paralyzed, but I'm not sure if I would have outsped normally. He's going to Ice Beam me, and because I'm super bulky Dragonite, and that's not like stab or anything, I'm going to take it relatively well, and I'm going to go for my own roost this turn just so I can keep Dragonite for longer. And I'm probably just going to keep roosting until he gets Parahaxed right there, so I can just take another one now. So I'm just going to keep going for attacks, just try to kill this Politoed, because it's going to be difficult to kill with anything else on my team. I have what is his face, Deoxys, but I don't know, like, I'm going to try to switch him in later and just try to kill this thing. I think it's going to be the turn after this one. I go for this, it almost dies, it gets Parahaxed. What I should have done is just stay in and try to kill Politoed, but I was so annoyed with that Skarmory that I switched into Deoxys prematurely just to try to get some switch advantage on him. Hopefully he gets paralyzed here and I'll be able to live another turn and kill the Deoxys in one hit with T-Bolt. But he gets the Scald off or whatever move, I think Ice Beam, whatever. He gets his move off and it kills my my Deoxys, which really sucks. Although, to be honest, I wouldn't have been really able to switch it in later at all, because he probably would have just roared and I would have taken more Stealth Rock and Spikes damage, and I wouldn't be able to switch it in later anyways. So he's got his Skarmory. I'm going to T-Wave it just so I can Parahax it, because that's the only way I'm going to be able to kill this thing ever. So I'm just going to keep going for Flamethrowers, try to get it down to the point where like I'll Parahax it and he'll go for a sub and he won't be able to, or something like that. And he's just going to keep spamming Roost. He still thinks at this point he can win, even though I have like 4 Pokemon left. And I even have a Tropius with like Lumberry, Rest, and Harvest, so he's never going to be able to kill me. But he's not going to give up anyway, and this battle is just going to drag on for, it was like another 15 minutes just of him stalling with his Skarmory. This is in ×4, and it's still like 4 minutes long, 5 minutes long, so yeah, it's a really freaking long time. And I'm just going to go into Jirachi, just trying to Parahax him to death and stuff. But he's just going to keep roosting. It's really annoying. And it's going to be like a 3-hit KO to his sub with Iron Head. So he roars me out into Tropius, and I'm just going to rest immediately because I know he's going to probably like whirlwind at me out or something, and I just want to be at full health. He goes for another set of Spikes, which was honestly the biggest mistake because I got a Leech Seed on him. And he's just going to sub again, so eventually he's going to die. Like, he can't stay alive forever now. I mean, between the Leech Seed and my constant attacking him, and he's going to run out of Roost PP. That much is obvious. But my Pokegod here is just going to spam Protect until he dies. That's basically what I'm going to do. I get like the quad Protect here, I think. And it's like, I was just lolling my ass off. It finally fails, but he gets paralyzed, and at this point I was thinking, okay, well I might actually be able to kill him here. He gets paralyzed again, and I'm just like, okay, well if this keeps up, then, you know, awesome. He gets paralyzed again, although at this point it doesn't really matter. None of these even matter at all. It's just going to delay the inevitable. He's just sitting behind his sub and roosting. He finally gets the roost off, and now he's back at full HP. And I just can't even fathom how he would win this. He can't switch out. He has no way to get rid of the Leech Seed. He can't win. It's not possible. So, unless I switched every turn and killed all of my own guys with, that's junk. So he's going to roar me out into Dragonite here, and I'm just going to keep going for Flamethrowers. I'm just going to wait for, oh wait, Roost. Why did I go for Roost? I don't even know why I went for Roost. Oh, because I predicted him to Roost. That's why. I predicted him to Roost, so I just went for my own Roost just so I didn't like waste Flamethrower PP or anything. And just so I could be at full health, I guess. Because he's taking a lot of damage from, yeah. If he had blown me out into, like, anything other than Tropius right there, I would have won instantly. But, Tropius is not going to be able to kill it with Giga Drain, obviously, because ×4 resist and no special attack investment. So he's going to Roost again, he's going to be at half health, and you guys are all probably getting really bored with this. I was too. I was like, at this point, I was just like clicking moves. I'm like, dude, you can't last forever. And he finally realizes the fact that, oh wow, my Skarm's actually going to die. So I'm just trying to get a Parahax here. If I get a Parahax here, I win, and there it is. So that's a great game, Pokegum. Check out my channel. I have more Yu-Gi-Oh stuff on the way, so comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later.